The objectives of qualitative research. Qualitative research involves an interpretive naturalistic approach to the world, such that qualitative researchers study things in their natural settings and attempt to make sense of or interpret phenomena in terms of the meanings that people bring to them. The purpose of qualitative inquiry is to provide answers to questions that begin with why, how, and in what way. Qualitative inquiry tends to be exploratory in nature, where the qualitative researcher is looking to understand the reasons behind certain behaviors. It may be evaluative in nature, when trying to understand, for example, the efficacy of a particular intervention, or it may be contextual in trying to identify and describe the context behind a particular phenomenon. Qualitative research is used to develop new theories, expand upon existing ones, or provide contextual findings, for example, in the context of mixed methods designs. There are 5 broad types of qualitative approaches. The first is phenomenology, which involves describing the lived experiences of individuals regarding a particular concept or phenomena. In essence, it looks at what all participants have in common as they experience a certain phenomenon. The second is ethnography. The researcher describes and interprets the shared and learned patterns of values, behaviors, beliefs, and language of a culture-sharing group. The third is grounded theory, which extends beyond a pure description of a phenomena to generate and discover a theory or analytical schema or process, action, or interaction. Case studies involve the detailed study of an issue via one or more cases within a specific setting or context. And narrative research involves spoken or written text giving an account of an event or action or series of events or actions that are chronologically connected with the individual as a unit of analysis. Data collection and sampling in qualitative research. Data collection methods in qualitative research are informed by the qualitative approach being utilized. So if you were to conduct an ethnography, the primary mode of data collection would be participant observation. In terms of sampling strategies, sampling sizes are driven by research objectives rather than an emphasis on representativeness or generalizability. Sampling is often purposive in nature, wherein the emphasis is to ensure that the participants that are included are those that will provide key insights into the research questions. Sampling may also be theoretical in that it does not take place at a single point in the inquiry process, but is a recurrent feature. So at various times, the researcher may consider what settings, events, or people would be worthwhile investigating in order to develop other additional aspects of the theory. Examples include deviant case sampling and maximum variation sampling. Qualitative data analysis. The choice of analytical strategy depends on the qualitative approach. If you were using a grounded theory approach, the data analysis method would be a constant comparative analysis. If you were doing a narrative research project, you would use narrative analysis. If the researcher is doing an ethnography, the data would be analyzed using ethnographic analysis. And if the researcher is pursuing a phenomenology, the data would be analyzed using phenomenological analysis. Validity in qualitative research. Trustworthiness is an important concept used to assess the quality of qualitative research. Trustworthiness represents key concepts including internal validity, external validity, reliability, and objectivity reframed in the context of qualitative research. These terms include credibility, transferability, dependability, and confirmability. A number of common techniques are discussed in the literature to help improve the validity of qualitative research. These include respondent validation or member checks, triangulation, as well as critical appraisal. In summary, there are a number of key criteria to consider when evaluating the quality of a qualitative research proposal. This list is drawn from the National Institute of Health and Care Excellence's methodology checklist for qualitative research. The first is to ensure that there's a clear justification for the use of qualitative methods, including what role they will play if used in conjunction with other methods. The second is to ensure that there's a justification for the type of qualitative approach being employed. The third is that the proposal must involve a discussion of data sources and data collection methods, as well as a discussion around the alignment with the proposed qualitative approach. The proposal must also involve a description of the analysis strategies, as well as steps that will be taken to improve the validity of findings, as well as alignment between the analysis strategy and qualitative approach. And lastly, the proposal must include a discussion of the team characteristics, including experience with past qualitative research. Thank you, and please visit hspn.ca to access a detailed handout about qualitative research methods, as well as our library of research methods and videos.